Hi, I'm Nicola, and I'm back to talk about the first C of good copy editing, conformity. Conformity as a word has a lot of negative connotations. As relates to copy editing, however, it simply means that you have a set of principles that you apply to a piece of text that aids you in making decisions about editing the piece of text. Our manuals that we use, our guidelines that we use at the Cincinnati Review and Acre Books are the Chicago Manual of Style and Webster's Third International Dictionary. What we're aiming for when we talk about conformity is a kind of integrity, and I think it's particularly important for serial publications like the Cincinnati Review, that from one issue to the next, from one piece to the next, whether it be fiction, poetry, or expository prose, that you have a similar expectation of each piece as a reader, that you can have that similar expectation that everything is going to be handled similarly, so there's no confusion when you're reading, when you're going from one piece to the next, one issue to the next. That's the goal with using the Chicago Manual of Style and Webster's Third. It's not that I privilege Webster's Third over any other dictionary per se, but the language changes constantly, and different dictionaries embrace words at different times and in different ways. So in one dictionary, you would have a word listed as an open compound. In another dictionary, it would be hyphenated. In another dictionary, it would be one word. That's why you have the one dictionary, so that you have that consistency in the way that you treat that word. Moving on to the Chicago Manual of Style. The things that are covered in Chicago are legion, but a few examples would be how you would treat, for example, the title of a movie, the title of a TV series, the title of an episode in a TV series, a piece of music, say a symphonic piece of music. How would you list that? A Bible verse that's being referred to in a given piece. How do you handle Latin abbreviations? How do you handle foreign words? At what point is a word foreign enough to be italicized? Or has it been basically absorbed into English? How about numbers? At what point do you spell them out? At what point do you switch to digit form? Symbols, mathematical symbols, scientific symbols, how do you handle those in a piece of text? Even something like t-shirt or etc. Are you going to spell those out? Are you going to use a capital T, a lowercase t, a hyphen, those sorts of things? Most of those are covered in Chicago Manual of Style. Sometimes the Chicago Manual of Style gives you a couple of options, and in those instances you would select one of those options, and that would become your particular house style. We have a house style, a handbook for such situations at the magazine. And an example would be AM and PM. Chicago allows that to be handled a couple of different ways. One way would be with small caps and no periods. Another way would be lowercase with periods. We chose lowercase with periods, so every time AM and PM appear in our pages, they are handled that way. I could go on, but I think that gives you a basic idea of what's involved in the first C of good copy editing, conformity. I'm gonna continue the series next week with the second C. I think that will be consistency. There is some overlap between that and conformity, so it seems like a good segue. I'll see you later.